Shaolin Fantastic. What up? Long day at work, and came home. So much stuff has transpired within the last 48 hours, and I decided to do a video behind the things that have happened here in the last 48 to 72 hours. And I was just at work, and all this stuff started coming down the pike about Liam Neeson. Old Liam Neeson, he been cutting up. Now this video, I'm gonna talk about a few different people. Okay, I'm gonna discuss Liam Neeson, Viola Davis, Nate Parker, Nick Cannon, and Robin Roberts. And I got this video idea from a brother on YouTube named Search for Uhuru. And he brought up the Nate Parker interview with Robin Roberts that I didn't know about, but I went and took a look at it. And I'm going to direct you to Search for Uhuru's page. Search for Uhuru, I think it's spelled Uhuru. That brother did a good breakdown on this whole situation. I'm just gonna touch on it, but I'm gonna talk about the way I'm gonna do it on my video. I'm gonna touch on it, but he did a magnificent breakdown of this whole thing, and I'm gonna tie all these people together: Viola Davis, Liam Neeson, Nate Parker, Nick Cannon, and Robin Roberts. I'm only going to touch on the part that he did because he did such a masterful job. I just don't even want to go back over it. But if you go to his page, you will see the video where he talks about the Robin Roberts, the interviews that she did. She actually did a video with Nate Parker, and she did another, not a video, but an interview with Nate Parker, and she did an interview with Liam Neeson, and you could see the difference. But let's get into you can see the difference in how she treated both of them. Nate Parker being a black man accused of rape, and Liam Neeson. We all know about the comments that Liam Neeson made. I don't think we gotta go into that. So let's go into what Liam Neeson said. Liam Neeson made some comments during a press junket for his new movie that he got coming out. I don't know. I didn't plan on seeing it either way. I don't care. I certainly ain't gonna see it now after those comments that he made. What he said was that like 40 years ago, because I believe Liam Neeson is 67 years old, and it was somewhere like 40 years ago. A black guy supposedly now, because we don't have no proof of this. There's no proof. Supposedly raped his friend, a friend of his, or I guess a family member or whatever. So he said he remembered being so upset about it that he would go out to black. He had some sort of stick or some sort of stick. I believe one of those sticks that retract out or whatever, and that he was looking to provoke a incident with a black person so he could kill that black bastard. Those were the words that he said. He said he's gonna kill that black bastard. He wanted to kill a black bastard. Now he proceeded to try to clean it up and said it was wrong to think that way. He did say that he went and sought help for it, and he confided in a Catholic priest, and all this stuff, whatever. He said all this stuff. But the point is, see, in this country there is a history, especially like of people like Emmett Till, and I think I had a debate on Stephen Rose's page when he on this video that he did about Nick Cannon, with a female on there. I can't remember her name, but she took what I said out of context and brought up Emmett Till when we were just talking about false accusations. I wasn't necessarily talking about race. We got into it. It was a long exchange, whatever. So, but the point now this is more reminiscent of an Emmett Till situation, right? and you know, we all know about what happened to Emmett Till in the '60s, and how he was killed, and you know what happened. He was, you know, now it's come out that he was falsely accused. The woman that accused him, if she's not dead now, she's in her 80s. I believe she's dead, and the woman who accused Emmett Till nephew is the governor of Mississippi right now. His name is Phil Bryant. He's the governor of Mississippi, and this is the woman who accused Emmett Till, had him killed. Husband and uncles did all this stuff. Nephew is the governor of Mississippi right now. You can check it out. You can look that up. It's public knowledge. Anyway, so he said that he was looking to go murder a black bastard, right? And you know, of course, he tried to make all this. This was 40 years ago. And my question was, what if you did? What if you did go do that? You know what I'm saying? You know, because he said he was angry enough to do it. He said he was going to murder. You know, he wanted to murder a black bastard. He was going to, you know, go and do it. Now, let me say this about his comment. If somebody actually raped a family member of mine or something like that, let me say this about his comment. I would certainly be enraged if somebody committed some act like that against a family member of mine or a close friend or something like that. I would definitely be enraged. I would certainly be willing to lose my life if it was if I was married to my wife, or especially my kids. I lay down my life to avenge that. If it was my kids or my sister or my mother, somebody like that, I'd be ready to lay down my life in order to. The person that done that would not know one day's rest. But this is different. He said he was basically just random. He wanted to just like kill a random dude. Now, I guess to send a message. So that's what he wanted to do. I'm going to leave it there. I say that was crazy to say out loud, but that's not to say that I probably wouldn't have thought that way. I'm trying to say this in the right way. I probably wouldn't have said that out loud, but I probably would have thought, if that was a Chinaman, the first Chinaman I see, I probably would have thought that way. I probably would have caught myself. I probably would have been angry enough to say it. I'm not justifying Liam Neeson's comments. He actually said it and made the comments, and he tried to clean it up. He's trying to go back on a apology tour. He's not apologizing. He's just trying to clarify his statements. So there's no way out of it for him. He's not gonna make it out of this. Not as far as I can see. He might, because I'm gonna get into that later in this video. He might get out of this. This shit might be forgotten about. And look, I just want to lay out what he said, the implications, and what he said. Okay. Now, we're gonna put a pin in that. Put a pin in Liam Neeson, because what we're gonna go to next, all these people tie in. We're gonna tie them all in. Now, about 4 months ago, I guess about three months ago, Viola Davis came out with a movie called Widows, which she was in a lead role with Liam Neeson. And she did a press junket, same exact thing. She did a press junket. They interviewed her. Now, mind you, Viola Davis is married to a black man. She's married to a black man. And in this interview, she said that she felt, jittery kissing this hunk of a white man. This is what she said. She said kissing this hunk of a white man. And that she went on to say that black women need to see more images like this of black women kissing on white men. Now, I already went over the stuff with these books and the stuff that these black women do openly, blatantly. It's blatant. It's out there in the open. That where black women over here lusting over white men, especially, and you got Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, which stars Viola Davis. And those two series are written by the same person, Shonda Rhimes, where these people openly lust over white men. They lust over white men. And this is done in the open. Everybody ignores this. People act like it don't happen. Matter of fact, I see people talking about it like it doesn't happen. This kind of shit happens every day. This kind of shit is written in books, and nobody brings it up. The only thing they want to talk about is how the black male it lusts after white women, which they're. I mean, yeah, it's true. Black men do. There are black men out there that like nothing but white women, lust after white women, chase after white women. But my point is that there is a market out there for with black women just flat out lusting over white men, and they doing it right in your face. They make these comments. Nothing happened to them. Nobody says we're gonna cancel Viola Davis. And Viola Davis, she is a serious actress. She has serious acting chops on her. Okay, she is she's way more serious than what I'm about to get into. Nick Cannon, who is an outright buffoon. And I don't understand why anybody takes him seriously. But Viola Davis is a serious actress with all different kinds of accolades, and she's out here saying some crazy shit like what she said about lusting after white men, flat out. She's one of these colorist people too. Y'all know how I feel about that colorism argument. You know how I feel about that. And if you don't, go check out my video about colorism argument. It's bullshit. It just is. I mean, Viola Davis is a person with immense talent. And, despite her color, she has gained all sorts of accolades, won Academy Awards, several Academy Award nominations, acted alongside some of the greatest actors that I've seen in my lifetime. So, a person with immense talent. And now you're saying, what does this have to do with Liam Neeson? What does it have to do with the Liam Neeson comment? Well, as of right now, I've been looking online, and I have not seen a retraction of her statement about kissing on Liam Neeson being a hunk of a man. Now, unless somebody knows something different, she has not retracted that statement. I'm not saying she should, but what I'm saying is, for everybody that complains about black men doing this shit, then something should be said about her saying this about Liam Neeson, and then he coming out saying, I'm talking about all these people that's pro-black and want black folks to do this and work it out, which my personal opinion is, black relationships between black men and black women, it's done. It's a done deal. I don't even understand what's the big deal. It's done. It cannot be remediated. Those comments and stuff like that prove it. The situation between black men and black women cannot be remediated. That's my position. Not as a whole. Will there be black men and black women individually that get together? Yo, sure they are. Of course there is. But I'm talking about as a whole. Is it ever going to be that great getting up morning where we go back to 1947 when black people were married more than anybody in this nation? Black and white, no, it ain't going back there. It's not going back there. Check out Disintegration by Eugene Robinson, the book Disintegration. It ain't happening. We didn't step too far off the reservation. But look, I'm getting off point. The point is, what I'm saying about Viola Davis is, she has not retracted that statement that she said about, and she ain't gonna be made to. Nobody's gonna say anything to her. Black women not gonna say anything to her about that guy making that statement. People could say anything they want to about black men, and they ain't gonna hold them to the fire. Nobody's gonna hold her feet to the fire. They're gonna act like she didn't say that. They're gonna act like she didn't say that, I guess she got tingles because she's kissing on this man, and it was a deep, passionate kiss, and and more black women need to do this. And then he comes out and says something like that. They're not gonna address this. They're not gonna address it. They may address Liam Neeson, but they ain't gonna address Viola Davis. You can believe that. They're not gonna do it. All right, now I want to move on to Nick Cannon. Now this is interesting because Nick Cannon, he made some comments, and Stephen Rose did a breakdown video of that. I direct you to Stephen Rose's page. He did a breakdown of him and Dr. Boyce. Dr. Boyce broke it down. He broke down Dr. Boyce's analysis of Nick Cannon's comments that he made about white women. Now, you say, why do you bring Nick Cannon up? Now, we all know Nick Cannon is a buffoon. I have no idea why anybody would take Nick Cannon's comments serious about anything he has to say. I don't know. Nick Cannon has been a buffoon for a long time. And why anybody takes what he says seriously is beyond me. But there was some interesting developments today. This morning, Nick Cannon took over the Wendy Williams show, and he did a routine. And in that routine, he discussed Liam Neeson. Now, I want you to think about this now for a second. He lectured Liam Neeson. This guy lectured Liam Neeson. So let me get this straight. The guy, I want y'all to listen close now. The guy that just got through lifting white women, putting them up on a pedestal, is up here lecturing Liam Neeson about race relations, and also challenged him to a boxing match, a celebrity boxing match, and then said, we'll take the proceeds and put it towards a organization that ain't even black. That's not a black organization, the NAACP. We'll take the proceeds from that and give it to an organization that's not black. It's not black, okay? And we're going to give it to them. We're going to do this. And they're laughing and joking. And then he was talking about, bragging about how I'm going to Dubai. I'm filming a movie in Dubai and all this shit. You could clearly see that he was trying to brag, even though, people had just got off his ass about all them comments he made about white women. He was trying to brag about, that shit don't bother me. I'm about to go shoot a movie in Dubai. He kept saying that. He said it like 3 or 4 times. I'm going to Dubai to shoot a movie in Dubai. Dubai this, Dubai that, blah, 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 right? So, Nick Cannon is a buffoon. I ain't got to really spend too much time on it. I just found it real crazy that I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Black people everybody gonna let this guy get away with this? This guy was on the Wendy Williams show, up there, a show directed at black women, up there lecturing Liam Neeson on race relations, on race. And this buffoon just got through talking about how white women are this, putting white women on a pedestal. White women are a symbol of success, and then saying that on to a black dude who was a Muslim. I believe he a Muslim. He had a Muslim name or something like that. But he was doing that. Nick Cannon did this. Now, taking him seriously, again, I don't know why anybody does. He's all over the place, okay? I don't even know what to think of Nick Cannon. I don't even know why he's in Hollywood. I mean, personally, I don't watch any of his shit, but that's me. Maybe there's a market out there for that. If so, and more power to him. All right, now, this is what I want to get to next. Robbin Roberts, Nate Palmer. This is where I bring in Search for Uhuru. Search for Uhuru, and he made a very, very good point. He did a video breakdown of this. If you want to see it, go to Search for Uhuru's page. He did a breakdown of Robbin Roberts. And Robbin Roberts did a interview. Now, this was done intentionally. They made sure they put a black woman up there. They doing all kinds of stuff now, trying to get Liam Neeson out of this shit. She did an interview with Liam Neeson. And Liam Neeson was up there looking all sad, like he wanted to cry. I mean, it was just put on the act, and she was kind of sympathizing with him. Somebody said she asked him a tough question. She did not ask him any tough questions. She was just like sitting up there, damn near justifying the things he said. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm back. Now, Robbin Roberts was trying to justify. She wasn't trying to justify it, but it was a softball interview. And it was an interview trying to get Liam Neeson out of this stuff. I don't think it's gonna work. They were. I don't know. You know what? At this point, I don't know. I don't know what to expect because, black people have been known to give white folks a pass. They're gonna give white folks a pass on this one. They might. I don't know. We'll see. It's newly developing, but I so far I have not seen why Viola Davis made a retraction of her statement. But anyway, Nate, okay, why are you bringing up Robin Roberts' interview with Liam Neeson? Easy. One thing you need to do is go look at Search for Uhuru's breakdown of this. Number two, I looked at both of the interviews separately. Now, Nate Parker, who did the movie Birth of a Nation, where he was playing Nat Turner, he was doing a press junket or whatever. But then in the middle of him, right before he put that movie out, they found out that Nate Parker had a rape charge in 1999. And they found out he had a rape charge in 1999. And in that, he was acquitted. It was found that he didn't do it. I believe the girl admitted that he didn't do it. There was a whole lot of inconsistencies. It was him and somebody else in the rape charge. But at the end of the day, it was found that he was acquitted for it or whatever. He didn't do it. Okay, by the courts, he didn't do it. Okay. Now, in that interview, Robin Roberts, she treated Liam Neeson with kid gloves. I mean, she was real nice to him, tone real low, and and all that, and you could tell this was a stunt. He might have requested to have Robin Roberts so he could have a black woman interview him. You see what I'm saying? But when it came out of Nate Parker, she kept asking, and the interview was clearly about the movie that Nate Parker was putting out. And she started asking him a barrage of questions about that rape case, in which he kept trying to explain to her that that's settled. The rape case, I was acquitted for that, cleared of all charges. And she kept pressing him, asking him all these rude questions and everything like that. She didn't do that to Liam Neeson. I just wanted to point that out. And this happens all of the time. White men are given a pass. Not only that, they're being worshipped by black women. Black men do this. Black men do this with white women. And also, the part that nobody ever talks about because it don't fit the narrative is black women do this to white men. And we got the receipts. The receipts are all over the place of black women letting these white men off. Got these shows with white men in it. They getting fucked in broom closets and shit like that. Nobody's saying nothing about that. Nobody's saying nothing about how that is a black woman show, which they freely admit that show was aimed at black women, where they sitting up there getting fucked in a broom closet by the president, side piece, just fucking whatever, pull her panties to the side and just hit that ass. It's all good. But we all want to talk about the lust of black men on white women, which is true. It's cool. It's cool to do, because it's true. A lot of brothers do that. They do that. But it's just the same when black women do it. I just want to make this short video about it because Search for Uhuru did such a masterful job at breaking that down that I was like, he when I started thinking about this and I went and looked at this video, he covered a lot of points that I looked at and I was like, wow. I don't do the bet winch stuff. I don't be going around calling folks bet winches and stuff like that. I try my best not to call names. Here and there I'll shoot out a curse word or talk shit. Or I'll call you a buffoon every now and again if I think you're a buffoon. But I try my best to stay away from that if I can. Sometimes I just get so angry. And just when it's blatantly obvious, I just call a person what it is. But that's beside the point. The point is, this is highly hypocritical, especially on Viola Davis's part. If she doesn't come in and send a retraction statement, then I know why I stand with her and people like her. Nobody has said anything to her about this, about what she said. Now, I know what they're going to say. I know what you're going to say. She did not know he was going to say this. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. Okay, now she knows what he said. Will she come out and make a retraction statement like the women that did songs with R. Kelly? When everybody started canceling R. Kelly, they came out and said I was repulsed by doing Lady Gaga. I should have never worked with him. And so, are they gonna come back out and do that, or we gonna just let it die and just act like Elmer Fudd and just Be very, very quiet and just till it just go away, till it sink off into the sunset and nobody else ain't gonna think about it. We all know the answer to that question. We all know what's gonna happen. All right, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. I got some things to do. Shaolin Fantastic out. Check out my breakdown. Leave your comments. You wanna respond to the video, that's fine too. And I got a little traveling to do this weekend, so I am out. Y'all take it easy. Peace.